Once again, back at it like a bad habit. It's your boy, Ron, Review, React, and guess what I'm going to do? Review and react. And guess what we're reviewing and reacting to? The OVO card. The Drake card. Till death do us. Let's get it. This was an action-packed card. I enjoyed it a lot. Had 6 battles. Everybody came out there to perform. Everybody came out there to put on a show. Pretty clean for the most part. Let's get right into it. The first battle we had, Real Sick versus Pat Stay. The return of Pat Stay on that URL stage. How did he do? Going against the arguably undefeated Real Sick. One thing off the top that I instantly knew about this battle, or instantly noticed, Real Sick and Pat Stay's style is very similar. Very similar. How they joke and how they move and start trying to swag on you a little bit. It's very, very similar. Very. So we kick it off. A lot of people who take time away and then come back, their first round usually is pretty solid, gassed up, hyped up. The crowd is happy to see them back. And that's what we got with Pat Stay. His first round kind of reminded you of why the URL needs a Pat Stay, why Battle Rap needs a Pat Stay. He went out there and it was some vintage Pat Stay. He went into this bag about why he performed the way he did in his last battle, not making excuses, but when he rounded it off, talking about his mother's illness, losing her, and now he's on stage going against Real Sick. Oh my God. Fire. 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 Real Sick came in after that. Did his thing pretty well. Solid Real Sick round. Real Sick got into his bag early and often. I have to go ahead and edge the first round. I'm going to edge it to Pat Stay. The second round with Real Sick, I feel like there was a little bit of a drop-off. Not as solid as his first round. While Pat Stay, he same kind of tailed off a little bit. Not as strong as his first round, but that first round does have that welcome back hype to it. So you can't really expect it that much to be as solid as his first round because of that welcome back hype, that welcome back energy. So I went ahead and I edged the second round to Real Sick. Third round, the deciding round, going 1-1 into it, going into the third round. I'm going to be honest. With both these gentlemen, I missed about the back half of Real Sick's round. No, the front half of Real Sick's round, the back half of Pat Stay's round. But from what I did get to see, Pat Stay kind of got in his bag in that third round. More vintage Pat Stay. Real Sick, from what I heard from him, was good, solid. But I'm going to go ahead and edge this third round to Pat Stay. So I got Pat Stay taking it 2-1, the first and the third. Moving on. We got Jazz the Rapper versus Gaddis. Jazz the Rapper versus Goddess. Jazz started it off. Once again, another battle rapper that's taking some time off. So that first round comes with that welcome back vibe, that welcome back energy. But what Jazz the Rapper did was nothing short of phenomenal. Jazz the Rapper straight up went 8 mile on this woman. She was like, all right, let's get all this rumors, all this stuff out the way that y'all want to talk about. Let's get it out the way. And she ran down all of it. All of it. Ran down. And then started busting off and like she was in her bag in this first round. The round was long, but because she was so much in her bag, you didn't notice the length as much. The only thing that made you notice the length was because when Gaddis went, she didn't go as long. But as far as entertainment value, bar for bar, the round was absolutely stuffed with punches, haymakers, schemes. It was a phenomenal first round for Jazz the Rapper. I got it clear, and not taking anything away from Gaddis. Gaddis was rapping her rap. She was talking her shit. She was. But I got this one, this round one clear. Probably one of the clearest rounds on the card for Jazz the Rapper. Second, oh my lordy, Jazz the Rapper came out with another fire round. It was literally like no tail off. Like, it's like when she was writing her rounds, she was writing them back to back to where they just go right into each other. Like, she legit could have spit, in hindsight, she could have spit all three of her rounds as one long ass round, and it would have flowed beautifully with no tail offs, no real dry spots or anything like that. Her second round was fire. Also long, but still capitalizing off of the momentum that she set forth in that first round. So how I was saying, you got that first round when you're taking some time off as a battle rapper, you got that welcome back energy, that glad to see you vibes. She had that through the second round and even into the third round. But let me not get ahead of myself. Second round on Gaddis, solid, intricate. You can tell that Gaddis might be the better technical rapper. But when somebody is just cooking like Jazz the Rapper was cooking, if you can't match haymaker for haymaker with her, it's going to be a long night for anybody. In her second round on the West Coast, she even had some Geechee Gotti bars, calling his ass out. It still kept the crowd. Second round, I got it clear, Jazz. So Jazz is 2 rounds up going into the third. Gaddis, I'm going to start with Gaddis. This is by far Gaddis' strongest round. She came out doing what we thought she was going to do from the beginning. Not saying that she didn't do it sprinkled into her other rounds, but round 3 is where she really put forth, I don't want to say put forth the effort, but laid it out that, hey, I'm really intricate with this shit. And y'all, it's going over y'all heads. Y'all need to rock with it. This is what I can do that others can't in my field, in my profession. And she did a good job in her third round getting that point across. Gaddis' third round was by far her strongest round of the night. But Jazz rapped. And arguably the third round might have been Jazz's strongest round, which is ridiculous to think because her first 2 rounds were absolutely fire. Fire. Fuego. Lava. Amazing. I got Jazz with the clear 30. Clear, and let me not say that it was just super one-sided. Kind of was. But it's not taking anything away from Gaddis. She came out there and showed out. But from round 1 to 3, it was clear that the momentum was going one way and it wasn't even going to turn back the other way at all. I got Gaddis with, unfortunately, the loss. Jazz the Rapper, clear 30 piece, body on the scene, word of caution tape, moving on. Oh my God. The first 3 battles, and I think this is kind of because the event that I went to, Summer Madness 11, humble brag, first event I ever went to, it was amazing. The first 3 battles were the most solid. This card seems like it was going similar because the very next battle, potentially battle of the night, was Tay-Rock versus New Jersey Twerk. I'm strapped in. And that's what he did. New Jersey Twerk had 3 strapped ins. Every round had a strapped in. And I'm going to say 1 really, really hit. 1 was good. And then the other one was solid. But the one that hit. Twerk starts out. Fuego. On fire. Bar and shit. Like, he is off top in his bag. He even takes Rock's scheme, how he did Official, which is my favorite female battle rapper, objectively speaking. Official, my girl. That girl could rap her ass off. And Tay-Rock had a battle against her where he wanted to start clowning her on her body, this, that, and the third. New Jersey Twerk took that same scheme and went in on Rock's girl. You old skinny body, little body, and started cooking. Twerk's first was a fire first round. But then Rock had to rap. Rock's first round was fire. These two got up there. First round, delivered. Delivered. It reminds me of Humble Brag, Summer Madness 11, Geechee and Calico's first rounds. Fire. Fire. Both of them had that shit, had that material, was going in. That being said, you know how it is with New Jersey Twerk. Them first rounds be effective. I got to edge the first round to New Drews, that boy New Jersey Twerk. Round two, slight edge, but to New Jersey Twerk. Round two, going into it. Solid from New Jersey Twerk. Starting off solid. He strapped in. And I believe round two was the hardest strapped in that he had, if I'm remembering this right. Round two strapped in was my favorite. It was fire. Solid round for Twerk. He didn't really take his foot off the gas. He was going at it at that same pace. Fire. Fire. But then Rock had to rap. And Rock actually went above his fire-ass first round. Took it a step further. Pushed his foot on the gas even more. He was like punch after punch after punch after punch. He had this one line, "You my brother, I don't want to have to shoot you with." So I turned my face like, oh my God. Oh my God. Rock went absolutely nuclear in the second. Absolutely nuclear. He got in his bag of all bags. It wasn't even a normal bag. It was like a Gucci fucking luggage bag or something. He went in his bag in the second. I got Rock with the clear round two. Clear. The third round's coming. Fire from both of these gentlemen. We get another, I'm strapped in. Get another one of those from Twerk. Haymakers after haymakers. Rock goes, punch after haymaker, punch after haymaker, punch after haymaker. The third round is debatable to me. But I edge it to Rock. Now, what I really noticed in this battle is it was like watching a boxing match where you got somebody who's a power puncher, Twerk, and then you got somebody who hits hard, but hits a lot. A lot. And because how Twerk raps, he probably gets off like, he really will stretch like 16 to 20 bars through a whole round. While Rock is giving you, and I mean, Rock brings it back a lot, but Rock is giving you a good 30 plus bars. And he's punching in most of them. But I got this one, 2-1 slight edge to Rock. Moving on. Next one up. Tsunami Surf versus Calico. Now, this one is going to be one of those ones that people are going to debate because I'm going to just give you the real. Twerk and Cal was doing their shit. Both 2 rounds. The clearest round was the third. Surf got the third. Let me just go out and say that. Surf got the third for sure. You're not going to argue that. Surf got the third. Calico had a little bit of stumbliness on his last 4 bars, still got his stuff out. But clearly Surf got the third. The first 2, though, are arguably debatable. I could see somebody saying Surf 30 because I edged him the first 2 rounds. I could see people saying Cal 2-1 the first 2 rounds. I could see somebody saying Surf round 1, Cal round 2. Cal round 1, Surf round 2. But at the end of the day, Surf gets the third round. No arguing that. I went ahead and edged this to Surf. 2-1. I gave Surf the second and the third, according to my official Round Review React scorecards. We got Surf going in. This is a Surf that has had 2 back-to-back battles. A rapper that is not normally known for that kind of consistency, especially in this new day and age. But when I saw him, another humble brag, at Summer Madness 11, Arse was on the side. He was in the audience. He was chopping it up with Knowledge, Sway, and me. And he was telling us, yo, I heard Surf's round for John John. Surf finna go crazy. Surf finna get a 30. It's finna be a body. Surf finna go nuts. And from that point on, Surf has arguably won 6 rounds straight. 2-0. He might turn around and do it again. I'm not used to this Surf that has third rounds. I'm not used to it. I don't think the world is ready for this. Because this Surf is a deadly Surf. This Surf is nasty. Nasty. Surf 2-1. Second and a third. Moving right along. Next up, Rum Nitty and T-Rex. And this might be the only dry spot of the night. Not gonna lie to you, not the biggest Rex fan. Rex do be talking his stuff. Sometimes he gets into his bag. But in all honesty, I think if he wants, he's gonna have to work a lot more on his breath control, getting his bars out clear and not stuttered. And this comes from somebody that actually has a stutter. I stutter. Surprise, I stutter. But he's gonna have to find a better way to get his bars out, because him being out there seems like now it drags down the whole battle. Like the battle he's in, it drags down the performance even for the other person. But seeing this on my official scorecards, I gave Rum the first, slight edge Rex in the second, and I got Rum Nitty clear in the third. But I'm gonna go ahead and call this one a draw, because in the third round, T-Rex hopped off stage and saved the nigga. Somebody had passed out in the audience. He jumped down like Superman, jumped into the crowd, handed the water bottle, hopped back on stage. So that being said, I'm gonna say this one was a draw. 2-1 Rum. If that makes any sense. A draw. 2-1 Rum. Moving right along. We got the main event. The loaded one. James Bond with the goated gun. Versus the user. That man, Geechee Gotti. I really might lose fans, even though I don't have too many yet. And this one might make a lot of people mad. But I'm going to cut straight to it. Loaded Lux's first rounds were good. Solid rounds. Solid rounds. They were good. Third, he got a little stumbly and bumbly. Got a little flustered. Being on the West Coast is different. Got a little fumbly and bumbly. First 2, solid Lux rounds. Solid. But Geechee, clear 2-1. I call it as a 30-piece. A clear 30-piece too. The clearest round was the third. And the first 2, my God. My God. I mean, Geechee's second was phenomenal. His third was phenomenal. His first was phenomenal. I have not seen Geechee this locked in and focused. If Geechee was this locked in and focused for Cal, it would not be a debatable at all. It would not be. But he got stumbly and bumbly in the third round. In that Calico battle at Summer Madness 11, the event that I went to, humble brag. In that battle, I still gave Geechee the first two, but you could argue the first for Cal, and you could say Cal took the battle. I'm not going to argue with nobody against that. Preference-wise, I like Geechee's material in the first two rounds, not taking anything away from Cal, because I love Cal. I love his music that he makes, pause. But when it comes to this Geechee Gotti versus the beloved hood, the GOAT, as some will say, Geechee just made goat stew. I got the 30 piece. The 30 piece. Gentleman's 30 or Geechee 2-1, but it's clear Geechee the winner. Hey, don't at me, bro. Or as a matter of fact, at me. Like, click, subscribe, share, follow all my social media platforms. I'll have them posted in the link, and they're posted on the channel. And we got another one. Geechee with the 30. Use them. Let's go. And another one.